Hi, I'm Rachel. Welcome back to day 2 of the Yin Reset. If you practiced the simple breathing exercise from yesterday, even just once, I'd genuinely love to know how it went for you. If you forgot or didn't get around to it, that's totally cool. You can do it tonight. Today, we're looking at our thoughts, and specifically what happens when you're lying still in a Yin pose or trying to meditate or trying to sleep, and your brain absolutely refuses to cooperate. You know, mental to-do list, the thing you said 3 years ago that suddenly seems really important, or that low-level anxiety that doesn't really have a specific subject but is somehow still very loud, or the running commentary on whether you're doing this right, whether it's working, and whether you should be doing something more useful with your time. Sound familiar? This experience, the one that makes most people think that they're bad at yoga or bad at meditating or bad at everything, is not a failure in any way. It's just what our minds do. But there are practical and proven ways to work with your thoughts instead of trying to force them to stop. The thing that nobody tells you about slowing down is that it can feel worse before it feels better. When you're busy and you're moving and you're doing and you're reacting, your nervous system has a task. It's occupied. But the moment you get still and quiet, like you do in Yin yoga poses, everything that you've been too busy to process can start to surface. Your thoughts, tension, feelings you've been trying to outrun with caffeine and Facebook. This is actually a good sign, and it means your practice is working for you. You've slowed down enough for your body and mind to start doing what they need to do to unwind. But it often doesn't feel good in the moment. And that's the number one reason people stop their yoga practice. In Yin yoga specifically, where poses are held anywhere from 3 to 10 minutes, this is almost universal, especially if you're a beginner. Your body is still and something unfamiliar is happening in your hips or your lower back, and your mind is generating really random chatter at high volume. So the natural instinct is to come out of the pose, check your phone, get up and walk around, or just decide, that's not for me, and give up. But there's a better option. The most useful shift you can make when you're dealing with intrusive thoughts is to stop trying to stop them. The harder you try to clear your mind, the more your mind will resist. It's like being told not to think about a pink elephant. Suddenly, you'll be thinking about a pink elephant. The goal of Yin is not a blank mind. The goal is to change your relationship with the thoughts that come up and to notice them without being swept away by them. There's a phrase I find genuinely useful, which is, you are not your thoughts, you are the one watching your thoughts. Think of your mind like a busy road, and your thoughts are the traffic going back and forward. There's rush hour and there's quiet time, but there's always a bit of traffic going back and forward. Most people either stand in the middle of the road and get hit by all the cars, or they just lie down and try to pretend that the road doesn't exist at all. Neither approach works. So what we're learning to do is just sit on the pavement and watch the traffic go by without chasing any of it and without blocking its flow. It sounds really simple, but in practice, this takes a bit of time to get used to. But here are some techniques that I found really helpful that can help you get started. The first technique is to just name your thoughts and move on. When a thought intrudes, like a worry or a memory or a to-do task, just name it quietly in your head, like, oh, this thought is planning, or this thought is worry, or this thought is replaying. You just need to use a single word to name the thought. And then return your attention to your breath and your body and the Yin pose. So you're not suppressing a thought, you're just choosing not to follow it down a rabbit hole. Research in neuroscience shows that labeling an emotion or thought reduces its intensity. So naming a thought genuinely takes all the power out of it. Technique 2, use breath as your anchor. Every time you notice your mind has drifted, and it will in a Yin pose especially many times, just bring your attention back to the sensation of breathing. the feeling of fresh, energizing air entering through your nose, filling up your diaphragm, and then gently escaping again, your belly falling, just like we practiced yesterday. Your breath is always happening right now, and it's the most reliable anchor to the present moment that you have. You don't need to do anything with the breath. You don't need to force it or control it. You just need to notice it. Technique 3. Use the physical sensations of the yin pose that you're in. In yin, your body sends you a lot of information like pressure, stretch, and sensations that are happening all around your body. So when your mind starts to race, deliberately bring your attention back to what you can physically feel happening in your body. Where is the sensation? What does it feel like? Is it sharp? Is it dull? Does it move around a bit, or does it stay in one place? You're not judging any of these sensations or trying to change them. You're just getting curious about what's going on in your muscles and your tissues. This does two things. It moves you out of your head and back into your body, and it gives your brain something more interesting to do than worry. This is one of the things that makes yin so powerful. The long holds in yin create enough physical sensation to work as an anchor. It's really hard for your thoughts to go crazy when you have something very specific and physical to focus your attention on. Technique 4 is the counting method. We introduced this yesterday in video 1, counting silently from 1 to 10 with each exhale, and then back from 10 to 1 again. This is effective at quieting mental chatter because it gives your thinking mind a task that is just complex enough to occupy it, but simple enough to not require much effort from you. If you lose count, just start again at 1. There's no need to get frustrated if you forget where you're at. It's normal. That's it. Just start from 1 again. To recap today, the goal isn't to achieve a blank mind in yin classes. The goal is to stop fighting the noise that's going on inside your head. Name your thoughts, return to your breath, use the physical sensations of each pose as an anchor, and try the counting method to see if that works for you. With practice, you'll find that the space between your thoughts gets longer. The mental traffic will never disappear entirely, but you will get better at sitting on the pavement instead of running out into it. Tomorrow is the final video, and it's the most hands-on one. I'm going to show you 3 simple yin poses. No extreme flexibility or equipment required. These poses are designed to help you calm your nervous system and prepare your body for sleep. This will also bring all 3 parts of the yin reset framework together so you can see how they work as a complete 10-minute practice to help you calm down. I'll see you then.